Welcome guys, welcome to another video guys. Today we're doing things a bit different. There's no camera because I'm just having technical difficulties with my Droid Cam app. But anyways, um today is the 8th. Yeah, today's the 8th of July, Tuesday. And guys, let me just give you guys a quick update on what happened yesterday. Yesterday I did take a trade. um you guys saw on that video, on the previous video, I did have my fib here on Euro GBP from this high to the low, you know from this high to this low right here. And then price, this was so fire guys. Price came, gave us, it tapped us in on the also. I'll show you guys what's this. I had a pending order from last week, and then I didn't close the order. So yesterday that order got activated and then we just sold. This was a fire trade, I'm not gonna lie. This was beautiful. But then I had my TP around here. Price came, it wicked. It didn't close my position when it got here. So I manually closed once it started pulling back up. I manually got out, you know something light, but this was a fire trade. And yeah, let me just somehow analyze this pair now. What do I think is gonna happen for today? I'm still anticipating sells. um I'm still heavy on the sells on Euro GBP. The sells are heavy, but what's confusing me right now is, should I, do we wait for the market to do this now? Let me show there's the low and here's our high on the 4-hour time frame. you know can you see the range, dog? Here's the range from this low to this high right here. So my question is this pullback gonna come all the way to our fib zone? Because check, is this pullback coming all the way to the fib zone or what? What am I doing? You get me? Are we gonna get a pullback all the way to the fib zone? Let's start the daily. Can you check? Look at the daily structure. We had a high, a low, and then now we have a push to the upside, which created this high. Now we correcting to the downside. So am I saying that, okay, this is the pullback that's gonna come all the way down here before we start looking to buy? Or is it just gonna give us a mini pullback then shoot up? Because if you look at the 15-minute, let me show you the 15-minute. What are you doing? Yes, on the 15-minute, right, this is what I see. There's this low right here, guys. So you guys can clearly see the 15-minute structure is like this. Let me try to explain. Just came, created a high, created a low, created a high, created this low. Now this low created this move here. Because you guys can clearly see, should I count this now? I just want to do it now. Okay, I'm just gonna say this is the previous high, and then from this high we got this pullback, which is slow, and then now we got a high. Now we got an impulse. Now we're in the correction phase. So are we gonna look for buys from here, or are we gonna say that no, we're gonna continue with the sales to this zone? Because if you look at the fib from this low right here, dog, let me show you, it's within, dog. Price did tap the fib. Can't deny the fact that it did tap this fib, this mini fib right here. This mini fib, we did tap, we got a break of structure to the upside, the 15-minute. Now we're going up, but don't forget, we're still in that downtrend. We're still within this downtrend right here. We are still in a downtrend. Nice. is a downtrend, is a high, is a lower low. So for us to say that okay, price is no more selling, it's gonna start buying, we're gonna have to break this high. Okay, so bam. So here's our new range, trading range on the 15 minute. As a, you know, if you wanna take a young day trade, so we've got our fib from here all the way here to this low, and then now we just wait for price to come to the zone before we start looking for sales. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am more bearish than bullish here, just mainly because of the daily structure and the 4 hour. This 15-minute low thing here, I'm gonna choose to ignore it, but I'm gonna write it down, you know, and see if, so that if maybe like in the future a similar setup like this occurs, and then I'll base the results from this move on the next trade. But for now, I'm just gonna chill and wait for the price to get to my fib, and then we're gonna start selling. It makes sense for me to do that, you know, it really does. Yeah, I know. Now it makes sense, bro. It makes sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna enter buys here. I'm gonna enter sales. Risky, but I'm gonna do it. Euro GBP, GBP CHF. Oh, daily, guys. We are bearish on this one, guys. This is a bear trade. Guys can clearly see on the daily we are moving to the downside. I don't want to make this video long, guys. I just want to make it quick. What the hell? Yeah, we created a high, we created a low. Price broke this low here. Now we're pulling back correctively. This is a corrective pullback. But then, guys, let's look at the daily, man. Let's look at the day. Let me show you why I'm looking to buy this and go against the swing structure. So the swing structure is bearish, right? But let me show you guys. So you guys know how the market moves, right? There's an impulse, then there's a pullback. Then after the pullback we get an impulse, right? Then after the impulse, what do you expect? We expect a pullback from the market before looking to sell and continue with the trend, right? So forth and what. So now on the daily, you guys can clearly see, bro. Let me just do this and make it bigger here. So on the daily, you guys can clearly see, dog. Let me mark it from here, but so I can understand the structure. Yes, price was in an impulsive move to the downside. Then this was the low of the impulse, right? And then price pushed back up again, and it just started consolidating within this range, and then eventually it pushed down again. So now what do we expect, guys? After a push, an impulsive phase to the downside, what do we expect? We expect a pullback, you know, a pullback. That's what we expect, and then we can get that, you know, thing. So right, let's go to the 4 hour. So don't forget, guys, on the daily we just had an impulsive move, a pullback. 4 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour GBP chef. All right, on the 4 hour, here's the mini structure that I'm seeing right now. So you guys have that phase, that impulsive phase on the daily now turns into a trend on the 4 hour. So here's our recent structure on the 4 hour. Here's our high, here's the low, and we broke the low. Now we're pulling back up, right? But don't forget, on the daily we are expecting a pullback, a deeper pullback. So we are expecting the market to continue buying a bit to the upside before we start looking to sell with the daily. But you know, but then if you look at the 4 hour, no structure has been broken, right? The 4 hour structure still is not broken. We are still bearish on the 4 hour, we bearish on the daily, we are bearish on the 4 hour. So let me do it like this, so in case someone might not understand. Okay, push, pull back, push, pull back. Now we're pulling back. We are pulling back. This is nice. This is nice. This is a pullback, and now we just keep on. We yeah, we pulling back. I'm just gonna say it like this. 15 minutes. Let's jump to the 15 minute. Don't forget, guys. Our 4 hour high is this one, and our 4 hour low is this. So this is a 4 hour range here. This is what we're trading within. The 15-minute structure. Let's go to the 15 now. Because I won't lie, this trade now, it's gonna require me to like go against my rules a bit. You know, it's gonna need a bit of discretion. You know, I'm gonna have to like just, yeah, because I've been watching these other YouTube videos. They're like, you know, most of the time with mechanical trading, like you miss a lot of opportunities just based on the fact that, you know, you're waiting for like your rules to hit. But then, you know, here's the trade, right? Don't forget, guys, you're in a pullback phase, right? So in this pullback phase, we're pulling back to the upside. So the 15-minute is bullish, right? Let me delete this. Is a bullish trend, because, you know, we broke these highs with this move here, and you know, we are bullish. Just know we are bullish. You know, the market is bullish, because on the 15-minute we are creating higher highs and higher lows. Right, let me just find this high here. As you see now, just push back in here, the line. Peaks. Okay, so you guys can clearly see, dog, on the 15-minute. Here's how the structure. Let me zoom out. Go one sort of how I see it now. You can just look at the 15-minute structure. Clear as day, bro. We've got this low, a high, a low, a high, a low. Okay, I'm gonna do this so that I can just show you. Then we had like this double bottom thing going on, and then this low, cause, you know, so this was like a young pullback, you know, cause this low was lower than this low, but then it still didn't break this high. I mean this low. So it was internal structure of let me explain it properly, dog. Fuck. So this low caused the break and closure of this high right here. So now we are in this range. Let me just put it here now. What the hell? So we had a BOS, we got our high, and then we had our range. Our range was from this high to this low. So in order for us to say we bearish, we're gonna have to wait for this low to get violated, right? So now price came, it pushed up, pushed back down again as a corrective. You guys can see impulse, correction, and then we got our impulse right now. Now we're in a corrective phase. You guys can also clearly see the candlesticks are very, you know, corrective. It's not trending. It's not trending, but a correction is a trend though. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. There's an impulse, and then we're correcting. So now that's the 15-minute big structure right now. So guys, I'm gonna drop it down to the 5. So on the 5, right, don't forget this is that impulse move right here, from this low right here to this high. That's that impulse on the 15-minute. So now this is the correction, but within that impulsive move on the 5, on the 15, we've got structure here. Got a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, you know. Ooh, this changes everything. A high, a low, and I just realized we just kind of broke this. You see this thing of discretionary now, because look at this closure. Alright guys, I'm gonna say this is not a closure, just to prove my point on this one. Okay, so we're still within this range. I'm gonna just say we're still within this range. So I saw this low right here, right? And then in my head I was like, okay, maybe running a fib is not a bad idea, because you know I wasn't expecting a deep pullback either way. I saw this move yesterday, by the way, you get. So I saw this, I was like, okay, maybe the price might come to this, you know, this little uh demand area here before shooting up, because I was looking at the way the impulse was, like it was really impulsively going. So I thought maybe it was not gonna give us the deep pullback. But then yeah guys, I don't know if that one made sense. I'm not gonna trade GBP mainly because the 4 hours is still not broken. You guys can clearly see we still need to break this high. I'd rather be on the sell than the buys. But then also the buys are not a bad idea if you're trying to cook buys. So that's just me and what I analyzed yesterday. Hopefully this made sense. If it doesn't, guys, I'm not a teacher by profession, so I'm just making this YouTube channel, you know, for another person who might need help, and also for myself as a way to look back. I'm like, oh, I was once analyzing like this. Who knows? I might change the strategy later. But anyways, so yeah, that's how I saw it. I might be wrong, might be right. Dollar index, guys. What a beauty! What a beauty, guys. The dollar index is basically what I'm seeing on GBP/CHF. It's just that on the dollar index, it has like structure has broken. It has just confirmed with me. You guys can clearly see we broke this 4 hour high. This was a change of character pattern right here on the 4 hour. We're anticipating that the daily pullback now. We're creating higher highs, higher lows. This low caused the break and closure of this high and this high. So now this is a strong low. So now we're expecting a pullback, and then from the pullback we're gonna look to buy once the market gets into our fib zone. Right, that's basically it. I am bullish on the dollar index, so which means that for GBP USD and Euro USD I will be bearish. This is that paper trade from yesterday, guys. Bro, oh yeah, I'll post the video. I'm gonna post the video. So yeah guys, quick update. I'm on GBP USD right now, guys. Honestly, this is the trade idea I have for the day. Let me go to the 4 hour. I did not enter this on the live account, mainly because I just took a trade. I'm not trying to be overconfident on the W that I took on Euro GBP. So GBP USD, man, I'm looking out. I just took this paper trade based off of my fib, and it's looking good. I'm not gonna lie, guys. So we'll just have to see and monitor how it goes. But I'm in a paper trade, guys. Disclaimer: this is just a paper trade. I'm not on the demo. I just want to see something real quickly, bro. I'm gonna post the video. I took a video yesterday, guys, when the market was like around here, and then I anticipated the sells, but then it gave us the sells, and then now we back to where we were. I'm still anticipating sells. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still bearish on this thing, so we're just gonna have to wait now and see what's going on. But I'm still bearish. You guys can clearly see me. That's why on the daily we are creating higher highs and higher lows, and I'm anticipating price to come to this zone here before we start looking to buy. It's that simple. That's my analysis. So we'll see how GBP USD plays out today. But I won't lie, it's looking like a sell. It's looking like a good sell for me. And this one looks amazing. The main reason why I'm not selling, I'm not in a trade right now, because it's part of my rules, guys. I have a rule that says don't trade London session, so I'm gonna follow my rule. And the 15 minute has not broken any structure, so on the 15 minute we are still bullish. No lows have been broken, so I'm not entering this trade. I might miss out on the trade, you know. Yeah, the 4 hours closing in 40 minutes. We'll see how that turns out. Gonna have to wait for the new 4 hour candle to open as well. So right now taking a trade on this is, it's not the best idea, bro, but this is looking fire. Yeah, now this is fire as well. We are also looking to sell Euro USD. Why? We're looking to sell it, you know, before we take the buys. So yeah, man, Euro USD, there is really nothing much to it. I mean, let me show you what the 4 hour, the 15 minute did. We did get a change of character pattern. That's what I see here. Check. Impulse. We got this, and then the price started moving up. And then this low caused the break of this high. Bam, creating this high. Then we came there, now we're here. So in order for me to start selling, I'm gonna have to wait for this low to get broken. You know, I'm gonna have to wait for this low to get violated, then, you know, wait for like some sort of pullback, and then enter sells right here to this low. So probably my trade idea would look something like this. I'm gonna use this high. I put a 20 pip stop loss there, and then chow it to the low here. You know, someone's already in this trade. Like, there are people who are in this trade based off of the 4 hour hitting the thingy, the fib level, which is nothing wrong with this, because you anticipate, you guys, you got a break of structure and a pullback, and then now on the 4 hour, this is a swing trade. Now on the 4 hour, there's someone who's in a trade like this probably, and then they have their stops here, you know, above the high, and then they have a TP set here. This is also fine. They're just in earned, you know. I prefer to see a bit more confirmation, because on the 15 minute we are still bullish, you know. On the 15 we are bullish, so for me it doesn't make sense for me to sell while the 15 minute and the 4 hour are telling me two different things. You get? So let me wait for 15 minute structure to break first, then, you know, wait for a pullback, then I can start selling. So, but then I'm not saying what these people are doing are wrong. Like, if someone's in a trade on the 4 hour, you know, that's not wrong. It's just, you know, for me, I would like a bit more confirmation first, you know. So Euro GBP, I think I just explained this one, guys. So that's it, guys. That is it for Tuesday's analysis. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for Wednesday. I'm gonna try and upload every day, you know. So yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.